Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ethan, and I'll be your moderator today. So welcome to our panel discussion titled Powering Malaysia's Future, the Promise and Challenges of Renewable Energy. Today, we'll be discussing on Sustainable Development SDG7, which focuses on ensuring access to affordable, reliable, and clean energy for all. This goal is very important for Malaysia because our energy demand is increasing, yet we are still highly dependent on fossil fuels such as coal and natural gas. While these energy sources support economic growth, they also contribute to environmental pollution and climate change. Renewable energy, especially solar energy, offers Malaysia a cleaner and more sustainable option due to our geographical location and high sunlight exposure throughout the year. In today's discussion, we will explore Malaysia's solar energy potential, government policies, costs and accessibility challenges, and environmental impacts, and the role of technology and innovation in supporting renewable energy adoption. So to start our discussion, I would like to invite IDZAM, our first panelist. IDZAM, Malaysia receives sunlight throughout the year. So in your opinion, why is solar energy the most suitable renewable energy source for Malaysia, and how can rooftop and large-scale solar farms help meet our energy needs?
Okay, thank you, Ethan. That's a really good question. So when we look at SDG7, which is all about clean and affordable energy, I think Malaysia is in a lucky spot. Honestly, the best answer for us is right above our heads every day, the sun. So the biggest reason solar is the most suitable choice is simply our geography. Since we are right on the equator, we get tons of sunlight all year round. According to IRENA 2023 report I read, Malaysia actually gets around 1400 to 1900 kilowatt hour per meter square sunlight energy every year. I mean, compared to countries that have long dark winters, we have this free fuel almost every single day. Now, to answer the part about how we use it, I think it's cool because we have two different ways that work together. First, we have solar. We have rooftop solar. We can just put panels on top of our houses, schools, or even parking lots at UKM. This is great because it doesn't take up any new land and it helps families save a lot of money on their electric bills. Second, we have large-scale solar farms. These are like big energy parks in open areas. They produce a lot of power that goes straight into the national grid to help run entire towns or factories. So, by using our roof in the city and big farms in the countryside, solar really becomes the most practical way for us to move away from fossil fuels.
Well, thank you, IDZAM. Moving on to the role of policy, I would like to invite Lee, our second panelist. So, Lee, how do government initiatives such as National Renewable Energy Policy, feed-in tariffs, and net energy metering support renewable energy adoption? And what challenges do we still face in implementing these policies effectively?
Okay, thank you, Ethan. Good morning, everyone. In my opinion, the government initiatives such as the National Renewable Energy Policy, the feed-in tariffs, and the net energy metering plays an important role in supporting the renewable energy adoption in Malaysia. Firstly, the National Renewable Energy Policy provides a clear direction for the country. It sets targets and guides the development of renewable energy such as the solar, hydro, and biomass. This helps both the government and the private sector to work towards the same goal. Next, the feed-in tariffs encourage the renewable energy producers by allowing them to sell electricity back to the grid at a fixed price. This reduces the financial risk and makes renewable energy projects more attractive, especially for small producers and businesses. At the same time, the net energy metering allows households and companies to generate their own electricity and reduce their electricity bills, making renewable energy more affordable and practical. However, there are still challenges. The high starting cost of renewable energy system can discourage many families and small businesses. There are also complicated procedures, such as long approval times and paperwork. In addition, the limited public awareness should also show that some people do not fully understand how these policies work.
Well, thank you, Lee. Now let's talk about cost and access. So I'd like to invite HAZIQ, our third panelist. So HAZIQ, what are the main financial and infrastructure challenges faced by Malaysians when adopting renewable energy, especially solar energy, and how can subsidies or financing schemes help address these issues?
Thank you, Ethan, for the introduction. And that's a really good question from you. There are many challenges that we can find when adopting renewable energy. The first challenge I'm going to talk about is high initial cost. The high initial cost of renewable energy system is one of the biggest obstacles. For example, installing rooftop solar panels requires high amount of investment for equipment, installation, and maintenance. Many low and middle income households cannot afford this initial cost. For businesses, particularly small and medium enterprises, the situation is similar. Renewable energy system compete with other urgent business expenses such as salaries and rent. As a result, renewable energy is often viewed as a nice to have rather than a priority investment. Beyond cost, infrastructure readiness also limits adoption. Malaysia's electricity grid was originally designed for centralized power generation, not for decentralized renewable sources such as rooftop solar. This creates technical challenges when large number of consumers try to connect renewable energy system to the grid. In rural and remote areas, infrastructure barriers are even more serious. The grid coverage there may be weak or unstable, making it difficult to integrate renewable energy system effectively there. To overcome these barriers, subsidies and financing scheme can play a crucial role. Government subsidies can significantly reduce the upfront cost, making solar energy more affordable for a wider range of people. Additionally, low interest loans or green financing can help individuals and small businesses with limited capital to access renewable energy system without the financial burden of paying for everything upfront. These schemes not only ease the financial load but also encourage wider adoption of renewable energy, thus contributing to Malaysia's overall energy transition goals. That's all from me.
Thank you, HAZIQ. Now I would like to invite Sarvin, our fourth panelist, to talk about environmental impacts. So, Sarvin, how does renewable energy help reduce environmental pollution, and why is solar energy important for Malaysia's efforts to fight climate change and protect ecosystem?
Okay, thank you, moderator Ethan. To answer your question, renewable energy reduces environmental pollution mainly because it produces electricity without burning fossil fuels like coal and natural gas, which Malaysia still relies on heavily. When fossil fuels are burned, they release carbon dioxide and also harmful pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and fine particles. These contribute to haze and smog and can cause serious health issues like respiratory problems. In comparison, renewable sources like solar energy generate electricity with very little pollution during operation, so increasing renewable energy use can directly improve air quality and reduce overall environmental damage. Renewable energy also helps reduce water pollution. Fossil fuel extraction and transportation can lead to contamination through spills and chemical waste. And conventional power plants often require large amounts of water for cooling. Solar energy avoids many of these risks because it uses minimal water and does not produce waste discharge in the same way. Okay, so overall, renewable energy helps protect both air and water quality. Now, for Malaysia specifically, solar energy is especially important because Malaysia receives strong sunlight throughout the year, making solar one of the most practical renewable options for the country. Solar also supports Malaysia's fight against climate change because we are already experiencing its effects through more frequent flooding, rising temperatures, and unpredictable weather patterns. By using more solar energy and reducing dependence on fossil fuels, Malaysia can lower its carbon emissions and strengthen the long-term climate resilience. Solar energy also helps protect ecosystems. Malaysia has rich biodiversity, forest, and marine life, but these are threatened by pollution and climate change. Reducing reliance on fossil fuels reduces the environmental damage linked to mining, drilling, and industrial pollution, and this supports the protection of natural habitats and wildlife. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarvin. Finally, Nabil, our fifth panelist. So, Nabil, how can technology and innovation such as smart grids, AI, and energy management system improve renewable energy adoption in Malaysia? And what opportunities does this create for students and young engineers?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks to Ethan for facilitating our leading our forum today. So today I would like to share my views on how technology and innovation support the growth of renewable energy in Malaysia. As the demand for clean and sustainable energy increases, technology plays a key role in making renewable energy more reliable, efficient, and widely used. One important technology is smart grid. Smart grid help manage electricity by balancing supply and demand in real times. This is especially important for solar energy because solar power depends on sunlight, which can change during the day. Smart grids help reduce energy loss, improve power stability, and allow more renewable energy to be connected to the electricity system without major problems. This makes renewable energy more practical for large-scale use in Malaysia. Another key is area use of digital technologies such as AI, artificial intelligence, and energy management system. This technology help monitor energy use and system performance. For example, AI can analyze energy data to predict demand and improve efficiency. Energy management system help homes and business control how much electricity they use, which reduce waste and lower costs. When energy system work more efficiently, renewable energy becomes more attractive and easier to adopt. In addition, technology support the growth of the solar industry in Malaysia. As solar technology become more efficient and affordable, more households and companies are willing to invest in solar energy. This increase the use of rooftop solar system and large-scale solar project. Over time, this helps strengthen Malaysia renewable energy industry and support long-term economic development. So for your question, the first question, you say that how can technology and innovation improve renewable energy adoption in Malaysia, and what opportunities does this create for students and young engineers, right? So for my answer is technology such as smart grids, AI, and energy management system improve efficiency and reliability, making renewable energy easier to use. This also creates opportunities for students and young engineers to gain skills, join training programs, and work on renewable energy. So for the second question, you say that how can technological advancement create jobs and boost the solar industry, right? So I give a simple answer. As technology improves, solar energy becomes cheaper and more efficient, which increase demand. This creates jobs in manufacturing, installation, maintenance, and technical support, and helping the solar industry grow. So that's all from me. Thanks, Ethan.
Okay. Thank you, Nabil. So to conclude today's discussion, it highlights that Malaysia has strong potential to expand renewable energy, particularly solar energy. However, achieving this goal requires effective government policies, affordable access, environmental responsibility, and continuous technological innovation. So the transition to clean energy is not only the responsibility of policymakers, but also involves industries, communities, and young people like us. So as future professionals, we can contribute by supporting sustainable practices and innovative solutions. So thank you to all our panelists for your insightful informations. And with that, it brings our panel discussion to an end. Thank you very much.
Thank you.